Voiceover on. Landscape. Charge. Windows stashed. Web page loaded. Windows stashed. Speech off. Web page speech on. Speech off. Speech on. Windows stashed. Windows stashed. Uploads. Windows stashed. Windows stashed. Vertical scroll. Window character from top right to bottom. Speaking rate. App switcher. YouTube. Active. Closing photos. Characters. Words. Speaking rate. Containers. Headings. Direct touch. Actions. Characters. Safari. Double tap to open. Words. Heading. Speaking rate. Containers. Headings. Characters. Containers. Headings. Links. Form control. Characters. Form controls. Words. Lines. Page 2 CDWLBA Viant Character Creator. Page 2 CDWLBA 5D5 PNG. Page 1 Safari. Active. Swipe up with 3 fingers to close the app. Button. Centered. In all sections of the screen. 795 points wide. 820 points. Windows stashed. Scroll up again to refresh. Scroll up again to refresh. Windows stashed. Scroll up again to refresh. Scroll up again to refresh. Via window controls. Show sidebar button. Viant Character Creator. Whiteboard. Kind Master. YouTube. Windows stashed. Windows stashed. Windows stashed. Speech off. Nine items found. Top Safari. Stashed. Screen curtain off. Speech off. Speech on. Windows stashed. Screen curtain on. Screen curtain off. Top and centered. Top and centered. Quarter width of screen copied to clip. Cancel. Cancel. Safari. Stashed. Screen curtain on. Screen curtain off. YouTube. Kind Master. App 1 of 10. Middle right side. Thumbnail width. Space. Double tap to open. Windows stashed. Entertainment. Top. Safari. Double tap to open. Window controls. Viant Character Creator. Tab 1 of speech off. Speech on. Speech on copied to clipboard. Top left corner. Thumbnail width. Safari. Show sidebar. Speaking head speak lines. Shows Selected. Close. Button. Viant character covers most of the screen. 940 points wide. 820 points tall. Covers the entire screen. Show sidebar. Chevron left. Library M's. Search character. Search character. Spline. Edit. Headings. Form. Copy. Edit. Character. Word. Lines. Button. Copy of Viant character creator. Page 1 of 1. Middle left side. Windows stashed. Windows stashed. Windows stashed. Spotlight. Viant character creator. Tab. 1. Show sidebar. Viant character. Web page. Viant character creator. Button. Loading character. Preview. Button. Previewing. Poses. Poses. Button. Button. Smile. Previewing. Preview. Previewing. Ellipse. Button. Smile. Previewing. 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 Preview. Period. Angry. Previewing. Ellipsis. Button. Button. Page 1 of 3. Private. App switcher. App switcher. Speech on. Windows stashed. Windows stashed. Show. Windows stashed. Photo. Windows stashed. Windows stashed. Windows stashed. 5:07 p.m. Swipe up. App switcher. Viant character. Viant character creator. App switcher. Windows stashed. Windows stashed. Suggest. Speech on. Window controls. Safari. Show sidebar. Button. Viant character. Page 2 CD. Library M. Button. Loading. Preview. Button. Preview. Poses. Poses. Button. Button. Smile. Button. 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 All express. Button. Canva. Messages. iMessage. App switcher. App switcher. App switcher. Covers most of the screen. 1072 points wide. 820. App switcher. From top center to bottom right of screen. Right half of screen. 4. From top center to bottom. Window controls. Back. App switcher. Viant character creator. Button. Alert. Do you. OK. Show sidebar. Viant character. Library M's 20. Library M's 27. Viant character create. Alert. OK. 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 Viant character. Library. Button. Loading character. Preview. Button. Previewing. Poses. Poses. Button. Button. Smile. Button. Zoom. Note. Reset zoom. Reset zoom to 1. Period. Zoom out. Zoom. Button. Windows stashed. Windows stashed. Viand character Safari. Scroll up again to refresh. Scroll up again to refresh. Zoom lens. Zoom lens. Speech off. Speech on. Viand character creator. Viand character lines. Notes. Back. Screen curtain on. Screen curtain off. Sad. Speech off. Speech on. No, covers most of the screen. 1072 points wide, 820 points tall, 44 points right, 0 points down from top left corner of screen. Braille group. Row. Done. Button. Done. Safari notes. No. Windows stashed. Spot Windows stash. From top center to bottom right of screen. Right half of screen. 375 points. Audio duck. Voiceover. Safari. Window controls. Safari. Angry. Starting help. 3 finger single 3 finger swipe right. Scroll left. Period. Notes. Navbar. Top right corner. Speech off. Speech on. Screen curtain on. Viand character create. Screen curtain off. Speech off. Speech on. Page 2 of 3. Notes. Stashed. Note. From note. Window control. Window close. But close. Top left corner. Thumbnail width. Space. Speech off. Speech. Viand character. Page 1 of 1. Canva. Safari. Canva. Safari. Canva. App 1 of speech off. Speech on. Speech off. Speech on. Viand character creator. Page 1 of 2. Bottom and centered. Half width of screen. Viand character. Page 1 of 2. Page 1 of 2. Canva. Covers most of the screen. Main. Window controls. Safari. Window controls. Window controls. Safari. Window controls. Safari. Top left corner. Thumbnail with window controls. Safari. Window controls. Safari. Top left corner. Angry. Canva. Screen curtain on. Speech. Speech on. Speech off. Speech on. Speech on copied to clipboard. 23. Cap. Item chooser. Rows 1 to selected. Preview. Previewing. Poses. Button. Post button. Chevron left. Chevron poses. Post button. Night post. En button. 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 Viant button. 95. Button. Smile. Smile. Speech off. Speech on. Viant character creator. Page 1 of 1. Middle right side. Windows stashed. App switcher. Close shadow cave. Closing shadow cave. Canva. Current action. Activate. Default. Dock. Safari. Top left corner. Thumbnail width. Safari. Page 2 of 3. Windows stashed. Windows stashed. Riyadh. Plains. Mountains Francisco Bullet Los Angeles. Camera. Safari. App switcher. App. Close camera. Closing camera. Close Canva. Activate. Dock. Safari. 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 Window controls. Safari. Button. Covers most of the screen. 1008. Done. Done. Viant character creator. Tab. 1 of 3. Viant character. Speech off. Speech on. Button. Viant shows. Close. Button. Selected. Close. Button. Shows. Top left. Top left corner. Speech off. Speech on. Top left. Top left corner. Thumbnail width. Safari. Top left corner. Screen curtain on. Screen curtain off. Speech off. Speech. Viant character creator. Previewing. Viant character creator. Page 1 of 1. Top right. Speech. Speech on. Dock. Navbar. Top new tab group. Navbar. Top left corner. Thumbnail width. Safari. Starting help. To stop help, perform a 4-finger double tap or 2-finger scrub, or press escape on the keyboard. Touch. Speak item. Touch. Speak item. 1-finger swipe right. 1-finger swipe left. Move to previous item. 1-finger swipe right. Move to next item. 1-finger swipe down. Next rotor item. 1-finger swipe up. Previous rotor item. 2-finger rotate clockwise. Next rotor. 2-finger rotate counterclockwise. Previous rotor. Touch. Speak item. Navbar. Top left corner. Navbar. Top left corner. Windows stashed. New tab. Menu bar. 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 Files. Button. App switcher. Close. Close. Activate. Close files. Closing files. App switcher. Window. Safari. Selected. 1 tab. Speech off. Speech on. Group. App switcher. Suggestions. Camera. In Safari. Double new. Speech off. Starting help. 3-finger double tap. Toggle mute. 2-finger single tap. Toggle speech. 3-finger single tap. Read item summary. Move to next visible app. 3-finger swipe down. Scroll up. 3-finger swipe down. Touch. Speak item. Touch. Speak item. 3-finger swipe down. Scroll up. Files. Move to window. New tab. Speech off. Speech on. Navbar. Top left corner. Thumbnail width. Safari. New tab group. Navbar. Top left. Speech off. Speech on. Sidebar. Navbar. Sidebar. Button. Speech off. Speech on. Speech off. Speech on. Speech off. Speech on. Zoom lens. Zoom lens. Dock. Safari. Double tap. Safari. Window controls. Safari. Window controls. Safari. Top left corner. Thumbnail width. Space. Window controls. Screen curtain. Window I. Screen curtain off. Window controls. Safari. Top left corner. Screen curtain on. Speech off. Speech on. Window controls. Safari. Window controls. Safari. Top left corner. Thumbnail width. Viant character period. Screen curtain. Windows stashed. Screen. Safari. Navbar. Top left corner. Thumbnail width. Navbar. Top. Viant character. Selected. 1. Screen curtain on. Screen curtain off. Group. 1 tab. Screen curtain on. Zoom. Screen curtain off. Selected. 1. Viant character sidebar. Sidebar. Page menu. Button. Window control. Window control. Close. Window controls. Window controls. Safari. Button. Viant character. Back to character home. Button. Back. Viant character creator. Page 1. Button. Speech off. Speech on. Viant character previewing. Ellipsis. Button. Covers most of the screen. 1082 points wide. 820 points tall. 40 points right. 0 points down from top. Edit Safari to 0 points right. 0. Scroll up again to refresh. Windows stashed. Windows stashed. Space. Windows stashed. Safari. Double tap to top left corner. Zoom out. Starting hell. 4-finger double tap. Viant character app switcher. Bulk search. Dock. Safari. Canva. Safari. Covers the entire screen. 1133 points wide. 8. Covers the entire screen. 1159 points wide. 820 points tall. App switcher. Skip navigation. Link. App switcher. Viant character creator. Button. Button. Window covers the entire screen. 1160 points wide. 820 points tall. 0 points right. 0 points down from top left corner of screen. Top left corner. Thumbnail width. Safari. Canva. App 1 of 11. Center of screen. Full width of screen. Space. Speech off. App page. Safari. Active. Canva. App 1 of 11. Viant character creator. Anticipation. Speech off. Page 1 of 2. Screen curtain on. Speech off. Canva. Viant character creator. But. Window control. Window control. Window control. Back to character. Back to character home. Button. Back. Alert. Do cancel. But cancel. Period. Covers the entire screen. 1160 points wide. 820 points tall. 0 points right. 0 points down from top left corner of screen. Viant character creator. Page 1 of 2. Middle right side. Thumbnail width. Safari. Screen curtain on. Viant angry 2. Speech off. Speech on. Covers the entire screen. Show sidebar. Show sidebar. Button. App switcher. Bottom left corner. App switcher. Windows stat. Safari. Safari. Window controls. Safari. Button. Window control. Speech off. Speech on. Window control. Window controls. Safari. Top left corner. Thumbnail width. Space. Screen curtain on. Screen curtain off. Window control. Window control. Window control. Speech off. Speech on. Window app switcher. Safari. Button. Back. Speech off. Speech on. Screen curtain on. Screen curtain off. Speech off. Speech on. Viant character. Speech off. Speech on. Viant character creator. Page 1 of 1. Viant character. Copy of kid. Text field. Screen curtain. Viant character. Screen curtain off. Speech off. Speech on. Screen curtain off. Covers. Speech off. Speech on. Screen curtain off. Viant character creator. Viant character creator. Page 1 of 1. Top Viant character creator. Doc. Safari. Zoom lens. Zoom lens. Speech off. Speech on. Viant character creator. Page 1 of speech off. Speech on. Speech off. Speech on. New tab. Button. Tabs. Button. Shows screen curtain off. Viant copy of kid. Text. Viant character create. Viant character speech off. Speech on. Viant character creator. Page 1 of 2. Top left corner. Viant character creator. Page 1. Speech off. Speech on. Screen curtain on. Screen curtain off. Speech off. Speech on. Top left corner. Thumbnail width. Swipe down with Viant character creator. Copy of kid. Text Viant character creator. Page 1 of 2. App switcher. Safari. App switcher. App switcher. App switcher. Dock. Safari. Top left corner. Thumbnail width. Safari. Show sidebar. Button. Top left corner. Thumbnail width. Safari. Top left corner. Thumbnail. Top left corner. Thumbnail width. Covers the entire screen. 1180 points wide. 820 points tall. 0 points right. 0 points down from top left corner of screen. Menu bar. Window alert. Hover typing. Button. Selected. Voiceover off.